Welcome to another edition of Ask the Hub, the series where we take questions on business, technology and product development and talk with experts in the field from the Amplifyre Hub. Today we have here Yannick, the head of growth of Jobbatical, and the topic is managing international teams. Hi Yannick, how are you doing?
Hi David, I'm very good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great as well. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for inviting me. My pleasure.
Cool, so let's start off. The first question would be, what is Jobbatical about? Tell me a little bit about the company.
Jobbatical, we help companies hire the best talent, regardless of where they're from. Basically, we make immigration and relocation easy through technology, but also through our immigration and global mobility experts. So we offer, on the one hand, tech-enabled services, and on the other hand, a standalone software that really helps companies and agencies around the world save lots of time by automating the immigration process.
What would you say are the benefits of having an international team?
I think the benefits are so big in so many ways. First thing I would say, to be honest, is just the possibility of having the best team members in your team. So the best talent, regardless of where they're from, regardless of what stamp they have in their passport. In most of the occasions, you don't have the best talent just around the corner. And so you can either just get what you have locally and be okay with it. It might work for you, or you can have the possibility of really bringing the best talent and form an international team. And I think it's really good also in terms of diversity, that having people that have different cultural backgrounds, that think in different ways, can bring a lot of positive things on the table that can take us to creative thinking and innovation, which I think is crucial for management and for decision taking and for being on top of the game.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to the diversity aspect, this is definitely something that I can also relate to. At Amplifyre, it's actually funny. We have more nationalities than people in the company because, several people have even several nationalities. They, have been born in one country, have been living in another country, then living again in another country. And it really makes a difference, It really makes a difference in the way of thinking, in the way of, dealing with different topics. So on one side, we have all these benefits that people talk about. Do you see also challenges? I mean, when somebody hires in the national team, might there be also difficulties that somebody can encounter?
Correct, yeah. The same way an international team can bring diversity and can bring different ways of thinking for creativity, these different ways of thinking can become a challenge if we don't do some work to understand that, to help our employees understand that we have different cultures involved, that they may think differently, they may act differently. It happens the same, just an example, when you say, how are you to someone from the north? I work a lot with people from Estonia, as Jobbatical is located in Estonia. They are going to tell you really how they're feeling. So as a Spanish person, you might get the impression that they're very straight, and I didn't want to know really how bad you were today. I just wanted to make a soft opening question. Whereas in Spain, we just say, yeah, we're super good, thank you, and maybe you're just crying inside. So that's what's a very little anecdotic difference, but really that can bring challenges on ways to ask for things, on ways to give feedback. So there's some work that needs to be done on that. But other than that, I think in general, the balance weighs much more on the positive side of things.
Nowadays, many companies are also working remote. At Amplifyre, this is actually something that we are doing also a lot right now. Very few people are in the office. And are there situations where one is better or the other is better? What do you say for companies that are thinking about different options? What should they do?
I think what really needs to be considered is what works best for your business and what works best for your employees. Some employees are extremely happy with being remote and have that flexibility. Some others really would love to be relocated because they get a visa, and perhaps they're living in some country and they have the possibility of getting a visa to live in a different country that is really appealing to them and to their lifestyle. So that is a benefit you bring into the talent. Some companies actually have a hybrid setup where they have some people that are physically in the office, some of them relocated, some of them they're local hires, and some people that work remotely, even in the same country or remotely in somewhere else. You need to consider time differences as well. Do you really want to have people working in different time differences or not? If you have a town hall meeting with all the company, what time do you do it? If you have people working in India and Australia, in LA, in Mexico, and in Germany. So what is the best time to kind of make it somehow reasonable for everyone to be online? So there's several things you need to kind of consider, but I wouldn't be afraid of trying different setups and seeing what works best for you, for the business, and for your employees.
Yeah, thanks a lot for your insights, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you, David. It was my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me. It was very nice chatting with you.
For me as well. Yeah, and for the viewers out there, if you have other questions when it comes to managing international teams or to Jobbatical, please leave them down here in the comments and we are happy to answer them. See you next time.